What's up, Ruthless Nation? Here it is, Wednesday evening. You know what that means. It's the Ruthless GT3 series, and tonight it is the championship from the Glen. And as all season long, we've got Monkey in the booth with us.
Hey, Stu.
What's happening, my man? So, pretty familiar track to most of the drivers here, it being the Glen, all but adding the boot in here when we come out of that carousel. For the most part, I feel like guys are going to be trying to just split this evenly with the tens. That's kind of going to be the move. I feel like anybody that kind of ventures off that might have to put themselves in a very tough fuel saving situation, just based off practice. Um, got T-Dubs, Monkey, and Snowman, all three right there. Going to try to battle for this win. T-Dubs, sort of came into this as having already locked this up, but still proud on the line. So what do you think we'll see out of these drivers here at the Glen?
I'm not sure what to expect tonight, Stu, or today. It's tight field, championship race. Some people trying to move up some positions in the final rankings, and a lot of unknowns here. We got tires that are going to be an issue, and 30 laps. Fuel's going to be an issue. I don't think anybody can make it. I think 10 laps might be the maximum, so you might see some people trying to push fuel and tires 10 laps, some people trying to maybe just pit at 7 or 8 and run as hard as they can. I think we're in for quite a race.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, without further ado, we'll get this championship action underway. Got T-Dubs going to be on the pole once again here to start the final race of the season, followed by Monkey in second, Snowman's in third, Titans starting out in fourth. Looks like the Corvette team got that engine issue fixed from last week. Mike's going to round up our top five starting off. Got Chaos, Stu, Hollywood, Rico, Redneck. We got the Badge and DK Brown. So big field here for the last race. 12 positions filled up.
Yeah, it's great. And got a couple new names in there. DK, I think I'm going to call him Vag. Maybe.
Let's call him Ned.
Let's call him Ned, yeah. That's two new drivers?
Yeah, we got
Redneck.
Ned,
Oh, no, Redneck.
And DK.
Yeah. Redneck's first ever race.
That's right. First ever. Glad we could give him that honor.
Yes.
All right, so we look out front here. There's a good battle here for second. Yeah, Snowman right there on the rear of Monkey. But you go back here to 6th, 7th, and 8th. These guys are piled right together, not far off of the tail of 5th place MJ Bross or Mike there driving that Aston Martin.
Yeah, looks like they settled up into a couple of groups here. It's like not everybody's too spread apart, but it looks like we have 3 groups of 4 going. 1 through 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ooh, Redneck in the grass there, coming to the last turn.
Yeah.
Rico's rounded up 12th there so far. DK's moved up a spot. So is Redneck. Ned's moved up. Hollywood's still sitting in 8th behind that. What has became a traffic jam there from 5th, 6th, and 7th. Still a tough battle up here between 3rd and 2nd of Monkey, though. Maybe a battle for points here tonight between that Snowman and the Monkey because of the power issues from the McLaren team here since the playoffs started.
That's true. They've had 2 DNFs in a row. Monkey was able to close that gap heading into this final round. I think he's 7 points off right now. A win out of Monkey today might get him that 2nd position.
It's really going to come down to where Snowman can finish today and try to keep himself there in 2nd place for points. There's also another small battle on the track. It'll be between Stu and Hollywood. They're sort of fighting for a little bit of position there down in the points. This will be for fourth position in the final count.
Oh. Yeah, good one.
Oh, half-second penalty to Mike.
Yep. Look at that. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are all pretty close together. Mike leading the way and Ned bringing up 9th place, but they're all pretty tight. Titans is putting on a good show for his second race. You know, first, second, third, and fourth are still pretty close together. T-Dubs is stretching it out a little bit, but not much.
Battle for second is still very tight, as you just mentioned, and good on the Corvette. Hey, we got a question for you in the chat there, Mikey.
Oh, what is that? I haven't even looked over there yet. Thanks, Stu.
Right, carousel for Monkey here. He's a little bit on the outside here. Oh, Snowman's got the inside advantage. Monkey gets a little bit over there on the rumble strip second, overtaken by Snowman there. Allows Titans to close the gap a little bit here up to Monkey as well. It's going to make the battle for third a little tighter.
Good move by Snowman. Take advantage of that mistake by Monkey. So the question comes from Hollywood. What corner is most crucial to a good lap time? So I would say... yeah, that's a tough one.
It allows Chaos to take up 5th place. But yeah, back to your question, what turn is most crucial? Personally, I feel like it's the one that we're going through right there, out of the hill, the boot. I feel like that's a tough turn. And then coming back onto what we call the NASCAR section here out of the boot. I feel like that's a real crucial part of the racetrack.
It is, you know, turn 1 is crucial for speed, but it's pretty easy to hit. It's not that hard to have a bad turn 1. I would say, gosh, that's such a hard question. I would say the final turn, to be honest. You have to carrying a lot of speed out of there. You carry a lot of speed all the way down that front stretch into turn 1. What do you think, Stu?
Yeah, I want to stick with the boot, especially the hill and the exit of the boot there. I feel like that they're real tight turns and, you know, pretty crucial to your lap time. Because whenever you come out of that boot, you come up onto two pretty fast last 2 turns here at the Glen. So, you know, not a lot out of the throttle through those last 2 turns. So I feel like the better speed you can pick up getting to those last 2 turns, you know, the more beneficial it'll be to even the run back to turn 1. You know, because that straight stretch is, you know, probably the fastest portion of the racetrack, other than maybe coming out of the S's. And so yeah, I feel like that whole section, basically the last sector of this course, is most important.
Yeah, true. And if you want to win, it's every turn. We have going on here, looking at second, third, and fourth. They're all still right, keeping T-Dubs in sight. He is not getting away.
All right, so Mike has another penalty on his head here, but he has the BMW Stu coming right behind him. So if he can keep that gap that close, he should be able to take over Mike for 6th position. DK and Rico back here trying to fight for 10th position.
Yeah, I was just looking at that myself. Rico's looking like he's been trying to make some moves, but can't quite complete the pass.
Let's get back up here to this battle around 6. Oh yeah, there we go. Going to the bus stop, the BMW is going to get around the Aston Martin of Mike.
Oh wow.
Stu will move up to 6th and have a penalty behind him on Mike. So, and Hollywood also with the penalty, a full second at that.
Yeah, it's unusual place for Stu to make a pass. It's quite a show of muscle out of that BMW. Unusual place for anybody to make a pass. I didn't mean to single out Stu. Heading down that straightaway, it's just
Yeah,
to the floor.
everybody seems so even on the throttle, especially coming out of those S's. And I'm going to see 2 penalties be served here. It's going to be Mike slowing down for half a second, Hollywood for a full second. They allow Ned to move up to 8th, and he has some momentum heading towards 7th, but I don't know if he'll be able to get there in time.
Stu is able to build a big gap off those penalties.
All right, so we'll move back up front here. Look at the gap for T-Dubs. He has a pretty good stretch here between 1st and 2nd right now. Snowman off the wall out of the last turn. I don't know if that's going to allow Monkey to catch up to him any there.
Not gonna help.
Maybe got the tires dirty there even.
That was my pick for most important turn.
They are all riding that line right there. Coming out of 1. Oh, Snowman, full second, going to pick up that, and it's going to be a half second to Titans. Monkey comes through there surgically clean, and he'll be battling up to that McLaren coming up to the bus stop here. Oh, a full second onto Snowman now. Or wait, was it a full second to begin with? Yeah, sorry, I got him and Titans mixed up. Oh, man, Snowman gets all kinds of dirt on the tires here. I had another half second added on to what he already had. Monkey's in tough position here. He was all over the rear of that McLaren and had to get off of the line to maybe not hit Snowman there. In the unwanted line through the toe of the boot here. But Monkey makes the pass happen, and he knows he's going to have a couple penalties behind him, so it's going to separate a good gap for the Porsche back to 3rd. And that'll kind of put 1st and 2nd in their own little world for the moment.
Like a repeat of Stu's last lap.
Almost. And Titans able to take over 3rd off the 2.5 penalty to the McLaren of Snowman. Chaos here. I think he's going to get a penalty that time as he ran off a little bit back there, coming off the heel of the boot.
Chaos has been enjoying some quiet time. He's been a bit placed to himself for a while, I believe.
Stu and Ned's going to be battling for 7th here. Hollywood finds himself just off of those 2 guys in 9th.
I thought I didn't see. Was Mike ahead of Stu the whole time, or did Stu pass? No,
he did pass him, but somehow Mike has gotten back around somewhere.
Okay, this is Mike's 2nd race too. So he's also doing a great job out here.
Oh, Titans! I'm not sure what that was. He hit a cone, and I thought he hit a wall.
That was weird. Did you see a cone go flying?
Yeah, he totally did that.
No penalty though, so maybe he was laying on the track.
We got Holly Question in the chat tonight.
Busy racing and broadcasting here.
Monkey still has that nice little gap there. Back to 3rd of Titans. Snowman, he's trimmed the gap just a tad. Chaos kind of in his own little world there in 5th, but 6th, Mike, he's moving back up the track a bit.
Hey, Chaos is in a pretty good spot. I don't mind racing the way he's racing right now. Nobody breathing down your neck and.
Oh, Titans, he gets up into the wall. I didn't think it affected him that much, but Snowman goes flying by him for 3rd.
There we go. A little more for my assessment in that last turn being really important.
Got some pits going on. Chaos down on pit road.
Yeah, so that's on pit 7.
Seems a little early. But
it could be doable if you do 7 then 8. That's 15. That's half the race.
hit a 10 and a lot lap at the end, I guess.
Or 2, or another 7, another 8. I didn't see how his tires were on the way in. Wasn't expecting anybody to go in there.
Oh, Monkey gets tagged with a half-second penalty here. He'll have to slow down through the boot. Snowman and Titans penalty free. Well, it's a good time to answer Hollywood's questions. What's kind of the effect of running a lap here? Well, you'll see. Well, we don't have her speed up right now on the screen. Forgot to turn that on.
I'm not sure if he's asking about if you're running the short course and there's no boot. That's
well, the big difference in the penalties, I guess, in NASCAR, you serve a stop and go, which is similar to what you do on here, but you serve it in a particular zone, and your time is automatically set. You just cannot accelerate until your penalty time is evaporated, diminished, ended, whatever you want to use there. And
yep.
In NASCAR, if you get a penalty, it's kind of served immediately, I guess, on the game. Who do we have on the inside wall here?
Snowman just dove into the pits.
Oh, man, I think we've lost somebody here. It's going to be DK. I saw him sitting there on the side. He's going to be on this race. Snowman's on the pit road.
I'm not even sure what car DK was in.
He was in a Supra. Just a plain scheme Supra.
Uh-oh. Hope that engine trouble isn't contagious.
That's right.
Got quite a few drivers.
That's right. Got quite a few Supras out here, and that includes your leader of T-Dubs. Thanks to everybody who's joining in. Please like the stream. Helps us out a ton. If you're new here, please subscribe. Finally over that 1900 mark that we've been after. So.
Redneck's also in the pits. Redneck's on the medium tires. Interesting choice.
That's right, he is in there.
So to continue on with Stu's penalty, so if you have to serve a 1 second penalty, like Stu said, the penalty marker slows you down and applies your brakes for that 1 second, but the penalty continues while you get back up to speed. So your 1 second penalty is going to be at least 2, could be 3 or more seconds by the time you're done serving it. Now the difference if you don't have the boot is who we're watching on your screen now. We got Stu coming. So Stu's getting up to the penalty line if you don't have the boot.
Looks like Ned's going to give Stu a good battle here out of the boot and take over 5th.
Oh, that's a good point. That's right about where Ned is right there is the penalty line if you don't have the boot.
That's right. Through that straight stretch. Starting back out of the carousel.
Oh yeah, right. That stretch is longer. Right?
Yes. They cut the middle of that straight out for the boot.
Yes.
Got Mike down pit road here. Keep an eye out on any more takers. Redneck, he already pitted. He has T-Dubs right there behind him.
Oh, Rico coming down pit road.
Yep, Rico is now down pit road. Nice little scheme there, too. He's got the back windshield decked out with some sponsorships. West Higgins ORV, SKU Car, Ruthless Racing.
Oh, look at that. Shout out to Rico. Oh, West Higgins ORV appreciates that.
That's right.
So they pitted on lap after 9 laps. I'm not sure what they're going to do for that one. There's all kinds of things you can do, Not taking a full tank of fuel when you're on pit road is a really good way to save time. So their final pit, they take enough fuel for 3 laps, it might work out.
So I'm
T-Dubs.
I'm starting to think he used that lap car to his advantage. Because he ran out coming into the pits right there.
Yeah, he was behind Redneck, and he's got nothing in the tank.
Not a thing. Monkey comes down pit road as well. He'll have 3 liters still in the tank, so a little quicker pit stop here for the Porsche most likely. And then Tottenham as well only has 2 leaders in there, so a little quicker for his team.
It, you know, 2 liters coming into the pits is practically nothing.
There we go. We got
Uh,
Ned coming in behind, along with Stu. All these guys here have completed the 10-lap run, along with Hollywood now.
so look at some of these guys coming in. They have hardly anything left on those left side tires.
That's right. And Snowman, he had already pitted way earlier, along with the rest of these guys back here. So these guys may gain a few spots on some of these guys down pit road right now. T-Dubs is going to come out, and Snowman's kind of right there. All right, let's see how this shapes up.
When Snowman crossed the line, he just ran his fastest lap of the race.
He did, and then he takes first through the S's. Very tough place to pass here at the Glen, and he's done it. Now he's going to have T-Dubs breathing down his neck through the bus stop and the carousel.
What a move by Snowman.
Yeah, and you know, he's probably been out there, let's see, almost 3 laps. 1 second penalty to Snowman. Brutal. As this would have been a great strategy for him looking at that fuel. He could have stayed here and battled with T-Dubs for a few laps.
Yeah, even his tires are in good shape. Let's see how this penalty plays out.
Speaking of those penalties, though, you can see he comes out of there. He's 110, drops all the way down in the 60s, and then T-Dubs just blasts past. Takes over first again.
Snowman in tow, though.
That's right. He's right there. Monkey comes out of the pits. I felt like Totten's might have cut down the gap there on Monkey pretty good before the pit stop. Positioning on the track seems to think so as well, but Chaos with that earlier pit stop, he has moved himself closer to the 3rd and 4th place. We saw earlier in the race he was kind of just in his own little land back there. Mike in 6th, kind of in that situation now. He pitted, I think, only after 7 laps. So let's see how that goes for him. Ned and Stu right there behind one another.
They've been battling it out all day.
Yep. It's 2 German engineered cars going against each other.
Yeah, Ned's out here in the 911 just like Monkey. Not too many people drive that car.
No, just him, you, and Gillian's. It's the only guys I've seen driving it this season. He drove it there at the Dragon Tail Gardens last week.
Oh, yeah.
T-Dub's in the chat. What's happening, my man? Commenting and leading the championship race here at the Glen. Thanks to everybody who's tuning in. Please hit that like button. It's much appreciated. You're watching the Ruthless Racing GT3 Series Championship at the Glen with the boot. And some good racing as well. First, second, third, those figured it out. 4th has been held on pretty solid by Totten's. I think the fresher tires finally getting the best of Chaos here as he's now starting to lose a little bit of pace to that top 4 who ran the 10-lap strategy. You got Mike here in 6th. He is just all alone.
Yes, he's holding up there pretty well, though. You can see 3rd and 4th right there. He's had a nice peaceful race, though. Oh, Stu has taken over 7th place from Ned.
There you go. That battle, I would imagine, will last throughout the evening.
Rico had trouble on lap 1. I don't remember what position he started in, but he was back in 12th. And he's been sitting in 10th for a while. You know what I haven't really heard? Oh no, we haven't had that guy on the track in a while.
I know.
Staggering Subaru is what I was thinking of.
Yeah, I know that. It's kind of mellow on the track without the Subaru.
Yeah.
Because if you imagine Snowman was driving through here right now and say, I don't know, he was exiting the boot, you would hear that Subaru.
Yeah.
Over Snowman.
I thought of it hearing Rico's Mercedes, which is another loud one, but
Not as loud, but it is loud
nope.
as I hear it. Since we're
Yeah,
kind of
it's
in the... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
loud like a monster.
Really? T-Dubs, he has ran the fastest lap of the race now at a 1:44.078, topping his best lap from earlier.
That is a fast lap.
That's right. Snowman's not too far behind him, considering what happened to him.
Rico's got a question in the chat about the fuel saving. If we get a chance in a quiet time, maybe we can focus in on watching Monkey shift.
Well, he's got a penalty, but here we are. We're on board with him. Let's see.
So watch the tachometer on Monkey's car. You'll see what some guys do to save fuel. You're only running it up there about halfway before he shifts. Now here he's probably just going to run fifth gear all the way out. But that's what a lot of drivers do to save fuel, is they shift early.
That's right. You can see it there on Monkeys. Go back here to the BMW. In the straight stretch, you can see he's shifted at about a little over half there.
Yep, so that's a good way to save fuel.
Now, it's also all dependent on how your car likes to shift. The BMW, it really enjoys just being a quarter bar and getting a shift, and still maintains pretty good power, but it all depends on what car you're in. You can see there a quarter shift there for the BMW.
Yep, I would bet that big old beast of a Mercedes could do the same thing. But Titan says he has word that the 29 car is gaining on the 6, and it does appear to be the case.
It does appear to be the case. Snowman's kind of losing T-Dubs now, but not too bad.
It rarely happens, but if T-Dubs were to go off the track, Snowman would go right by him.
That's true. He is in that position. I like to call it the mistake zone. The guy makes a mistake, you could be right there.
That's right.
Now Monkey, he's more in the mistake zone here. He's got Titans in his stream.
He's in the don't make a mistake zone.
Yeah. Watch these German versus American power for third place.
In the defense of the Germans, that is a flat 6 in the Porsche, while the Corvette behind him has a V8.
There's a much different, big difference there in the cylinders.
Yes.
Alright, let's get back through our pack here, see got any battles heating up. Nothing here.
No, it's pretty quiet out here.
Still got Ned and Stu kind of close to each other. So, hottest battle on the track is going to be for third position right now.
That is a pretty hot battle.
It is. And based on the pit stops we saw earlier, could see some cars going down pit road here in the next couple of laps. Because I don't think they could go much longer than that.
No, we saw somebody pit after 7, and I don't remember if we saw somebody on 8. We saw somebody on 9. And most people pitted after 10.
Chaos down pit road, as we mentioned.
Okay, so it might have been chaos. So he's got half the race completed right now. So he's on a normal pit schedule. If you're doing the 7, 8, 7.
And Titans is really putting the pressure here on that Porsche, but man, they both get through the dirt there. Hopefully no penalties. Off the pit stop, everybody passes Chaos at the moment. Oh, half-second penalty here to Ned, so we'll see if the BMW can close the gap there through the penalty zone. Third and fourth through the boot. Monkey stretched it out there just a little bit more.
Not enough for Monkey's comfort, I'm sure. And not close enough for Titans. He'd like to be... He'd probably want to be in front of him.
Alright, so Snowman's another one of those guys. Pitted way early, and here he goes down pit road this time. Barely missing the sand barrels. Now see if third and fourth can come over around. They will. So we'll see. Monkey move up to second. Titans move up to third. They're on that 10 lap strategy from the first run. So we should see them go in at lap 21. Starting lap 21.
Look at everybody's tires that have been out on the track for a while. They all look about the same.
Man, this Corvette is right there.
Oh, wow. Heading right into the bus stop.
This battle is close, but that Porsche is immaculate through that carousel.
Yeah, we have not seen too many mistakes through there. And that area is prone for accidents and quite a few things. It's difficult to go through there. You want to go through this as fast as possible. What do you have?
Titans was loose through there coming up out of the toe. So that's allowed Monkey to get away a little bit here.
A little bit.
It's just a little bit. We didn't say a lot of it.
You know that Corvette's going to be fast on this long straightaways.
Stu has moved up to fifth on Ned now.
Oh, good.
That battle has been 17 laps long.
Well, that's true. They've been going at it for the entire race.
Through pits and everything. And in a similar situation earlier, Ned gets out onto the inside of the BMW. Can he make it work through these last two turns? Not going to happen. Doesn't have a great next to last turn there, turn 10. Oh, he's really sideways through turn 11. But he saves it. Holy cow, what a save.
Holy smokes. The way he tried to make that pass on Stu in turn, I guess it was turn 9, coming back onto the NASCAR section, that is so slippery in there.
Yeah,
I'm surprised he didn't spin out there.
You see this rubber build up. It is slick out there on that stuff. When you get off the racing line, it is not as smooth.
No.
So off that pit stop by Chaos earlier, he is all the way back to 10th. That moved everybody up a position. And then Snowman pit, and that moved everybody up again. So now it has Mike up to 4th now. This battle between Monkey and Titans is still pretty tight. It's not changed a whole lot. Titans is just a slip here and there every other lap from really being door to door with this Porsche. With Monkey.
You know, maybe Titans has some strategy going on back here. If he just rides back there. drafting and saving fuel, he won't need as much fuel on the next pit stop. That
That's
could
right.
just be it's a smart move if that's what he's doing. These guys running 10 are using all of their fuel. They're dang close to it. T-Dubs is the only one using all of it. But everyone else is just using so much fuel. And tires. It takes everything to run 10 laps.
And maintain a good pace, you know, a good battle like these guys, some of these guys through the field are doing. Ooh,
Yeah.
bad turn there for both of those guys out of the carousel. Don't think it was penalty worthy though. Should be clean.
The tires are looking a little rough for both of them. I'd say tires probably start to suffer performance after about 6 laps. They start to slow down a little bit. Now they got another 3 laps on them after that. Gonna go a 4th.
Back to your point about the fuel though, the Corvette notoriously known for drinking the fuel. And he has more fuel than the Porsche ahead of him.
He does. T-Dub's already in the red. And he's not a tremendous amount ahead. He's not the typical T-Dub's distance ahead of the field. He's
about the front straight away from second, third.
Yeah. He's in the 2 mistake zone.
I think both cars hit the wall there. Actually, West Higgins ORV first replay of the day. We'll go back 20 seconds here. I think both of our top 2 cars here smacked the wall coming out of this last turn. Boom, boom. Okay, yeah. They both did it, so that keeps them pretty even. Might have helped the Corvette there. Look at the gap that he closes there coming down that front stretch.
That was fortunate for Monkey they both did, because the Corvette would have gone right around him.
Man, this is tight right here. We're going to stay on it. Pit stop's going to be coming up this lap. So it is for position to get into the pits. And for that Porsche, that Corvette will not have to take as much fuel. They still have to take 100 liters, but they'll have a little bit more in the tank left. So that'll make it a little quicker pit stop for the Pennzoil vet. Oh, Monkey, bad bus stop there. Possibly a penalty. Got all 4 tires off of there. It's half-second penalty to Monkey. And that allows Titans to finally win this battle for second.
That was bound to happen. The tire is worn out as they are.
Yeah, that left front is cooked.
Left rear is no treat either.
That's right. Corvette looks way better on the left rear than the counterpart. And has just a touch more fuel. Like I said, it's going to make a big difference when these guys go down to pit. T-Dubs, he is close again there on that fuel. I can only think he used that lap car last time to help him out, because he is out right now. And he is decelerating. No, he still had power. Okay, that was close again for that Super of T-Dubs.
Let's see how long till Titans hit pit stop.
He's going in right now. Monkey's going to be coming in behind him, but we saw Monkey lost that little bit of spacing between him and Titans. Titans has 5 more liters in the tank than Monkey does, so that's going to be a huge difference whenever these guys get back out on track.
It's about 2 seconds for the fuel. They put in about 3 liters, actually exactly 3 liters per second.
Mike pitted super early, I thought, on the runs, and he makes it work to come in with 2 liters of fuel. Excuse me, Snowman. We've seen him, he's kind of on the odd strategy at the moment, just a bit under half a tank of fuel, and he takes the lead this time off of his pit cycle, so, you know, anything can happen. Caution come out, something like that, he'd be right in the perfect position.
Snowman has a big lead.
Yeah, he's going to have a huge lead here off of this stop. put T-Dubs in a very solid second position here. So he's going to have a little bit of work to do, hoping that he can, use those fresh tires to his advantage before Snowman makes that last pit stop, which should be rather quick, because he won't need a full 10 laps. He should be running this thing close to about 5 to go, maybe.
Everything just changed in the last 2 minutes.
That's right. Tottens is now in third, and there is a good space between him and Monkey at this moment. Nearly the whole length of the carousel. Chaos has moved up to fifth off of his strategies. Kind of on a lap different strategy than Snowman there. Mike makes probably what's going to be his last pit of the day. And he is sideways through the bus stop there, cutting up some dirt. But he gets it back on track, doesn't hit anything.
Just one lap after I said it, we haven't seen any incidents really through there. DK had one earlier, but then Mike comes through.
Back to the battle between Stu and Ned. Looks like Stu's going to win off of this pit stop, and there's going to be a half-second penalty over the Porsche behind him, so a lot of room here for the BMW to make some space.
Yeah, he's probably got about half a second on him right now, and then going to be growing to about 2 seconds maybe after this penalty.
So the half-second penalty not as bad. But,
that's true.
Yeah, but it does suck.
Stu's got some breathing room now. You always want to keep that car behind you out of your draft. They get unfair advantage in your draft, or slipstream in this fancier version of the racing game.
All right, so we move on back a little bit. We got Hollywood, who is in 9th, Rico in 10th, and we still got Redneck out here running 11th, his first race ever. Snowman's still your leader off this pitting cycle, and they got a car in between them now. I think that is Redneck.
And good job to all our new drivers tonight. Redneck, Ned, and DK, who had the engine trouble, they all came out here, ran clean races. No issues whatsoever. They're doing the best they can and putting on a good show.
That's exactly right. And, good, hard, clean racing, too, at some points, especially the BMW familiar with that this season.
Yes.
It's more like a Germatarian, if you ask me, even though it's a German itself. So I think Rico is a lap down to... No, he's going to be battling Hollywood here, I think, actually. Yeah, because Rico had pitted earlier in Hollywood here. That's why we're so close.
Hollywood's on brand new tires, but Hollywood's running the mediums.
That's right, he is. He's wide. He's over in those marbles. He's loose. He's got Rico to the inside, but he's gracious. He doesn't dunk his Oreo in his Supra.
Wonder why Hollywood's choosing the mediums.
Maybe we should ask him a question in the chat.
Maybe.
Alright, so T-Dubs gets around Redneck, so that makes the charge for the lead car free now between 1 and 2. Chaos has went back down pit road for what will be his final time. He's coming out now, actually. May have overfilled that car. I'm not sure exactly how good his is on the fuel.
I'm not sure either. But I would say overfilled no matter what.
Snowman has now chosen to go down pit road.
Oh, that's going to be a good one to watch.
I thought we'd see him go down about 6 or 5 to go, and probably couldn't have got another lap in it. So that allowed T-Dubs to now reclaim the lead and he has already pit for the final time. Now, Snowman is notorious for overfilling, especially late in the race, so we'll see how far he lets those leaders tick up tonight.
He has 6 laps to go. He really doesn't need
He
too
probably could have
much.
stopped already, maybe. But it stops
Yeah,
at 80. Well, now that's going to put Monkey, okay, up to third. Snowman is just now rolling out of the pits. Oh, Mike's off the wall here in the last turn. So we'll see if he's able to... Nope, he's not going to make it there. So Snowman's going to be able to retain 4th position. And he's going to have to do some chasing now because all these guys ahead of him, they're done pitting for the evening.
The advantage Snowman has here, though, is those 3 guys ahead of him are fuel saving. He's not.
That's right, and he does have the fresher tire. And you wouldn't say, you know, he's a ridiculously far amount off of this top 3 here.
No.
Penalty here or there, a couple mistakes, bad runs, you know, the more worn tire. Fuel saving can all come into play here. But what I want to look at, you know, specifically is how close T-Dubs and Titans are. You know, Titans' second race, I believe, out here with us. And, you know, T-Dubs obviously one of our faster, probably the fastest driver for at least most part here in this series, as he sets his fastest lap of the day, crushes his previous lap. But yeah, Titans, you know, he's got this pretty close.
What the heck? How's he running laps so fast and saving fuel at the same time?
And worn tire. He's like 4 or 5 laps into this run and just smacked his fastest lap of the day. But the track is cooling down, and that does make the track a bit quicker. You see
It's true.
Getting darker here. Well, something we haven't done today is what we're going to do right now, and that is go over the paint schemes. We do it about every race. It's fun to do, and you can see as T-Dubs doesn't change very much, and you know, more focus on the racing, I guess.
Maybe he's like a baseball player, and you know that's his lucky livery. Yeah.
We got Titans here. He's kind of a custom Pennzoil look here. I really enjoy what he's got going on. The checkered flag and all that.
I believe Titans painted his own car for this race.
Yeah. Did such a good job, Titans. Such a good job. We'll be hanging on the bridge. Alright, there's Mucky running that West Higgins ORV racing scheme. Absolutely sick. Off the chain. Check West Higgins ORV over on YouTube, the official pole sponsor of Ruthless Racing.
It's a one and only West Higgins ORV livery in the entire GT7 world.
There you go. Move back to Snowman. He's running the Mellow Yellow 5 scheme. I dig this. I asked in the race, I was like, man, who's running Mellow Yellow? I know I saw it. Here it is. In all its beauty. Oh, Snowman.
Mellow Yellow is a suitable substitute for Mountain Dew.
It is. Snowman gets off the track and into the wall all through there.
Well, he's not going to run him down like
Then
that,
he ran
is
his
he?
fastest lap. That's great.
Wow.
Oh, slick through there as well. Alright, now we move back to Mike. The Aston Martin Motorsport. This is a very traditional GT3 scheme. It's a Fernando Alonso F1 scheme, maybe. Not quite sure.
Not quite sure either. Not very familiar with the Aston Martins. Sounds good.
It does sound very good. Alright, back to Ned here. Got a crazy monster scheme going on. Monster Energy, that I enjoy that. You know, it's another traditional GT3 style paint scheme.
That beautiful car.
Yeah, it looks real good on that Porsche. Now we got the BMW Stu, the Bobby Labonte Interstate scheme, Interstate batteries. Just slapped 24 on
It's like watching NASCAR and GT3 at the same time.
it. Yeah, it is.
Does look nice. Fits that car nicely.
There's a big battle all night between Ned and Stu, but right now Ned is looking victorious with just a few laps to go. We'll see if the BMW is able to change that as we go. Chaos in that BWT Alpine scheme, and that's another F1 scheme, possibly.
That's another car that just sounds good.
Yeah, sounds awesome. Looks good. Looks cool too, you know, real men wear pink. So, that's what I always say.
It's a good car. It's a little slippery to
Oh,
drive.
who's
Oh,
that was Redneck there, slid around out of the heel of the boot. Hollywood has to go around him as well as what do you call this scheme?
Hollywood Video.
Yeah, what was the play on what was the video store name? Hollywood Video?
Hollywood Video.
Shit, no
Yeah.
way.
It looks exactly like that. It looks exactly like that. Hollywood Red Bull Video.
Oh, Hollywood penalty video right there.
Oh, Rico right behind him, probably picking one up.
And Rico, my favorite scheme on the track tonight. 100% hands down. You know, West Higgins ORV scheme's been out here a couple weeks. This thing is sick.
It is, and putting all the sponsors on the back window.
Yeah, you know, he's got the eagle and everything back there.
Getting himself an experience in the paint booth. He must have made that Eagle logo.
He had to. I've not seen that on there. I've looked.
I didn't make it.
I didn't either. I have
Rico.
to ask him what one did he use, because I need that.
Yeah, I had to spend some time on YouTube to learn how to do that. Redneck's also got himself a penalty.
Redneck.
Already sure.
Yeah, sorry, Redneck in the Build Submarines scheme, but Chris Busher version out here. So we've seen Monkey run a Kohler Generators inspired scheme earlier this season. Oh, Redneck slick through there, and he's in the Mustang. I didn't mention that, but that's our first Mustang. Listen how that thing rips.
I'm not sure how the horsepower of this Mustang compares to the NASCAR Mustang. Ooh, sounds pretty good.
No.
I think the NASCAR Mustang might have a little more horsepower than this one.
Rico had to go down pit road again. Won't have to take very much fuel at all.
But this is a 6-speed Mustang. The NASCAR Mustang is a 5-speed.
Alright, so Tottens, man, he has 2 laps to go and he is dangerously low on fuel. Monkey not too far behind him, so if he starts saving or having to save pretty heavy, that could be bad news for the Corvette. Could ruin what would have been a top 2 for him.
T-Dubs is already, he just went through the bus stop. Titans is on his way.
Monkey's coming down the stretch to the bus stop.
Titans is through the bus stop. If I must say so, Monkey does cut through that bus stop nicely.
I'm trying to watch the pace here.
Snowman's through.
So it's coming down to this, ladies and gentlemen. And I think that Corvette's going to run out of fuel.
I wonder if the Corvette maybe misestimated his fuel. Drafted Monkey for most of that second fuel run. It's getting better fuel mileage than
He's not very
he's
heavy
getting
in
out
that
here by
throttle.
him. Yeah, he's out there
Sorry
by
to
himself
interrupt,
now.
though. But for the last time this season, it's One to Go presented by SKU Car here in the Ruthless GT3 Championship.
And the points leader is the first one across the line.
Go figure. Man, Titans, he is in that throttle, but I wonder if he's got that map on because he is reaping up the tachometer. Oh yeah, he is in full-blown save-it mode right now. You can see the Porsche is heavy coming through there. See if we got any other battles going on. Got Snowman in fourth. Mike's kind of by himself. Sixth of Stu. He has won the battle there over Ned. He's got Ned there in seventh. Chaos, Hollywood, Rico, and Redneck all kind of on their own. Oh, Monkey has now made the pass for second, and that's going to be detrimental to Titans. Can he hang on for third? Snowman's not that far behind him.
The Monkey just made that pass just like Stu did earlier, just right down that straightaway. You know Titans was out of the throttle. Corvette's strong down there.
The fuel is close though between these two cars, but it is nail-biting close there for the Corvette. Snowman, he's coming up the hill right behind him. That Corvette better hope he can make it under power. It's gonna be close.
Snowman is letting it all out.
But T-Dub's out of the final turn for the final time for this season, and he will be doing it victorious at the Glen as a champion. Your Ruthless GT3 champion is TWC 621.
Congratulations, T-Dubs. What a season. What a championship.
What a run indeed for the first season here in the Ruthless GT3 series, and in the first season of the GT3 series, Monkey finishes the championship in second. We'll have to see as he finishes 2 spots ahead of Snowman how that affects the points. Titans able to make it across in third, and Snowman, probably to his disappointment, will finish fourth. And we still got guys way back here on the track coming out of the boot, still going through the boot, as Hollywood has already finished back there, along with 10th of Rico and 11th of Redneck Jesus. He's still on the track somehow, running his way around. Mike didn't make a whole lot of starts, but did make some noise in what ones he did. And he'll finish with the top 5 here at the Glen. In that V12
I think this is just
Martin.
Mike's second start, right?
Yeah, I believe so. And he'll bring home 5th. Stu's coming across the line. He's had Ned breathing down his neck all night, but he will win the battle, take over 6th, and he ran out of gas there, Ned did, crossing the line, but a great first race out of him, great clean racing all throughout that, and a hard battle for these 30 laps. And TKO Chaos will finish us up in 8th position. Everybody else were laps down. Oh no, Redneck Jesus still out here. He's only 1 lap down. And now he will finish us up there in that Mustang. And that's the last race of season 1, folks. And championship belongs to T-Dub. So final points count, Monkey, after Watkins Glen. What did we get?
After Watkins Glen, our final points, our final standings are, Booth is sending, or the producers are sending them to me right now. We have T-Dubs, number 1, our champion, as expected. Snowman finishes in second, just 5 points ahead Monkey, who's in third. Stu brings home 4th place, 7 points behind Monkey. 7 points behind Stu is Chaos, and 5 points back to Hollywood. 7 points to Rico. And then Mike, who joined late, he is more points back. But Mike comes in 8th, Titans in ninth. Cork, who did not make a single playoff appearance, ended up in 10th. I believe he was second or third starting the playoffs. Sir Gillens, a new driver, is 11th. Ned, and just started off tonight, is 12th. Redneck, 13th. DK, 14th for our recent starters.
All right, so if you ask me, that looks like we still got 2 spots left if everybody comes back and wants to race in season 2. So if anybody's trying to get into this, I think we're going to be changing the name of the series next year or for next season, just simply because I don't think we're going to be in strictly GT3 cars. They may make up a good portion of what we race, but we're going to have a good mixed bag next season to kind of expand the horizons, which was always the plan, as we just wanted to use this season as sort of a test module for what we could do in the future. And I think it even opened up a new series that's probably going to be strictly the Sylvia GR4. So, I think a lot of good things came out of this season. Kind of the Lewis and Clark over here on GT7 amongst the NASCAR guys. And then our little Pocahontas Hollywood came along, and things are changing.
Yes. One of the thing about Hollywood, I noticed he slowed down at the finish line as Mike was crossing. Couldn't help but wonder if that was so he could get into the championship photo.
Knowing him, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yes, I wouldn't doubt it either.
All right, so for me personally, I just want to say real quick, thank you for doing all these races with me. I know it's not always the easiest thing or something that you even want to do with your evening, but it's always a good time whenever we get in here and interact through these races, and I feel like the people enjoy watching us. So thanks to them as well for watching and liking and subscribing and all that. And also, big thanks to everybody who raced this season. I don't care if you just made one start. Uh, you are what helped this along and helped keep it going. I mean, we started this season, had some races with 5 guys in it, and then we ended up here at the Glen in the championship race with 12 and 14 overall, on the list, minus a few guys that came through here and there. But yeah, big thanks to everybody who made season 1 real good. And from you, Mike, I just want to hear, your side of, or maybe your summary of season 1, because I mean, you put a lot of work into making this league what it is. I was kind of inexperienced over here. You really, helped me find the way, learn a lot on this game through just, a few months that we've been racing in just the league. I've gotten so much better. I'm sure that's the same case for a lot of guys. So, yeah, just what's your summary on what you put together here?
Well, one thing I'd like to say is we've had 23 different drivers, at least 23 that I have a count of right now that have come into this league in the first season. That's pretty good. If some of them maybe it wasn't their thing or the night was wrong, we had 23 people try out. Like I said, 12 stuck around. So finishing out the season like that's a strong way to do it. In season 1, I got a lot better chasing T-dubs and snowman around and cork. Everybody improved. It was a trial season, like you said. We tried it out with some big tracks where we wouldn't have a lot of incidents, so we could get a feel for how everyone was driving around and handling their cars around each other. Now that we see that everybody here is very skilled at what they're doing, and this isn't like NASCAR. We're not out here bumping and banging. Season 2 is going to bring in some tighter tracks, some tight ovals, some not even sure what you call some of these shapes, but like almost like a big fat boomerang shaped tracks. And I think we're gonna, now that we see that everybody's good at what we're doing out here, season 2 is gonna be great, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I want to thank you for bringing me to the booth as well, because I've never done anything like this. Never broadcast a race at all. I had no idea what I was doing. You told me just to, just join the booth and do what you do, and it's worked out pretty well. I'm probably improving over my first time being in the booth. I have no idea. I just come up here and just talk.
Yeah,
So
that's mostly what
I've
it
had
is.
fun. Yeah, it's been fun. I like doing it. And there's so much of the race you don't even see, even if you participate. You only see a little tiny bit
Yeah, that's
of
right.
what you on the track, and then when you come back and watch this thing, you realize that there is 80 other things that happened on the track you didn't even know about.
Yeah, so much action. I mean, just from here to there, like you said, we had battles for second and third, and then we had a battle for sixth and seventh. Sometimes it was third and fourth, and that was kind of the thing throughout the season. The different skill levels just kind of clashed here and there throughout the field, and a couple guys were kind of in a league of their own, and a couple guys were in the same league. So I think that all made it fun in the end.
Oh yeah, we have guys of every skill level. Like tonight was Redneck's first night, and he did just fine.
Trout's finished it out as well, so big thanks to him and Ned's uh, Ned there. He was his first start. He finished it out, and man, I tell you, he was a handful out there.
Yeah, I mean, the producers tell me that was set the world record for the number of position changes for sixth and seventh.
Yeah, most likely. I'll see that in the new record book when it comes out. But
Yes.
yeah, so season one in the books. Probably going to take a couple weeks off here. Probably start about the second week of July. I think that's what we're leaning towards for season two. But we'll get all that information out whenever it's super official. And
Yeah, that actually makes sense. You take a week off, and then we have the holiday, so that does make sense.
yeah, probably leaning towards that second week of July would be the second Monday, or I don't know if the second Monday or not, but I think
Don't
it's
know.
like the 8th, possibly. But either way, that's what we're looking for. Going to be a lot of different things going on. Once again, appreciate the fans, the subscribers, the racers, anybody who's just helped us along. Monkey helping me with these races, because I do a lot of NASCAR races all by myself. They're a lot longer, and sometimes they get rough.
Yeah, no problem. They're fun. I know there's at least one other person who wants to give a shot at the booth too, so we'll get him up in here next season too.
Yeah, we'll give him his shot, especially since
Thought
he'll
about
be a
doing it,
champion.
doing it. Yeah, I thought about doing it tonight, but since it's championship race, I didn't want him talking about himself all night.
That's fair. Well, hopefully some things will
Yeah.
change next season. We can have a little bit more to talk about, especially with first place. Um,
I tell you what, we're gonna have some rally races next year, and I'm going to be doing very poorly at those tracks. So I don't know how T-Dub's skill is on those tracks. I don't know, maybe like me, and we'll see some last places coming out of T-Dubs too. Who knows?
yeah, those rally races can get tricky, especially on the dirt and the snow.
I'm
But
terrible. And Cork is so good. I'm looking forward to everybody seeing how good Cork is at those tracks.
yeah, Cork, I swear, I believe the dude could drive like he could drive a one-wheeled semi truck. You know what I'm saying?
He
It don't
could.
matter to him.
It doesn't. It doesn't. So hopefully he gets his schedule worked out and we can have him back for every race next season. He's a
I
contender.
miss whenever he's fast, and I miss whenever he's spinning. So
Yes.
Cork's a mixed bag on his own.
Yes, he is. There's a rabbit out there in the track. Good thing he didn't get on the track tonight.
At least we hope
Not
so.
on the track, in the field.
Be like that cat from Auto Club a couple years ago. Rest in peace.
Yes.
But yeah, season one officially over. Uh, Thanks to everybody who made it happen. And tomorrow you can catch me live here in the, or nope, won't catch me live in the booth. You catch Hollywood live in the booth tomorrow night, because I'll be racing at Talladega, making my second Pro Series start, trying to go for my first Pro Series win. Monkey, we seen you get eliminated. Engine troubles, weren't able to pass pre-race inspection last week. What's the team looking at here at Dega?
We've got that problem all figured out. And we will be driving the number 6 Ford Mustang at Talladega.
There you go. Got all the pre-race issues fixed from last week, so we'll have Monkey out there. Big upset last week in the Ruthless Regatta, the in-season tournament we're doing over there. Hollywood got knocked out by Alex, so now we're down to the final four over there in that. I'll be quite honest with you, I forgot who and all it is, but it's MJ Bros, Alex. Not sure who the other guy was, to be honest. Uh, Kenrod
I,
maybe.
uh,
That picture is just so far back up the chat, I couldn't find it.
yeah, I'm rolling up there myself. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't quite remember. I know it's MJ Bros versus someone, and I think it's Kenrod versus Alex at Talladega. And the final two will face off at Dover for the championship. So, oh, it's Jason. Jason and Mike are going against each other. Pretty sure.
Okay, so Jason made the cut.
Yep, Jason, Mike, and Kenrod and Alex. Whoever finishes ahead of who between the separate groups will be 1v1 at Dover to win the in-season tournament, and that will also be the regular season finale for the Ruthless Pro Series as we're getting ready to step into the playoffs over there. As playoffs start next week for the Legacy Series as well. But
Excellent.
that's right. But I'm gonna shut this show down. It's 11 at night because we had some technical difficulties today. But yeah, tune in, catch Hollywood, bring you all that action from Dega. Should be a good one. I'm gonna try to make the outside line work. Once again, appreciate everybody made season one here in the GT3 series awesome. Just a couple weeks of a break. We'll get back to the action, bringing it to you live on Wednesdays. But don't forget, Tuesdays and Thursdays still got racing going on here at the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. So make sure you tune in about 9 o'clock on Tuesday and Thursday, respectively. And Mikey, any last words here for the season one?
No, I'm good.
Hell yeah, enough talking for this season. Well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, thanks once again. Rock on, race on, Ruthless Racing.